Welcome back to the courtroom, where logic comes to die and the record keeps resurrecting itself just to embarrass the prosecution. Today's session didn't start with tension. It started with impact. The moment Advocate Mishalolo stood up, you could feel the temperature shift. Not because she raised her voice, but because she raised the record. And nothing terrifies the state more than their own paperwork. She walks General Leshabani through Zungu's statement, and suddenly, Baloyi looks like a man who just realized the GPS has been lying to him for months. The second she mentions paragraph 7, the one that ties Zungu's information to the accused, Baloyi launches himself out of his chair screaming character assassination, like he's trying to protect Zungu's reputation from the truth. Meanwhile, the record is sitting there like, "Sir, I literally wrote that." Mishalolo doesn't even acknowledge the theatrics. She just keeps going, slicing through the state's narrative with the calm precision of someone who knows the facts are on her side. Then she drops the real grenade. "General, did Zungu tell you he was with the accused at the Basutu hostel?" And the general, with the confidence of a man who refuses to babysit lies, shuts it down. No hesitation, no rescue mission, just a clean, devastating rejection of Zungu's story. You could feel the prosecution's table deflate. You could practically hear the seasoned prosecutor's internal monologue screaming for a commercial break. And the judge, sitting there like he's watching a soap opera he doesn't want to end. This isn't a trial anymore, it's a slow-motion collapse. And Mishalolo is narrating it with receipts.
Who gave the information that is contained in this statement?
This statement, my lord, is me who wrote this.
Do you confirm the truthfulness of the content of this statement?
Yes, my lord.
In what language did you give the statement to Brigadier Kenendo?
In English, my lord.
Did you read the statement back before you signed it?
I did read it before I can sign, my lord.
Did you understand the statement before you signed it?
Yes, my lord.
Thank you, my lord. The statement has been proved. Can I proceed, my lord? Thank you, my lord. Now, there is evidence before this court that was tendered by Constable Zungu on the 7th of September 2023. And he testified that during the period of October 2014, he was with the accused who are charged in this matter at Basutu Hostel. And he testified that they are the ones who committed the offense in this case.
My lord, I'm shocked because of...
There's a mischaracterization of Constable Zungu's evidence, my lord.
Now, Brigadier, I'll rephrase, my lord. There is evidence in this court that there is a member of the SAPS by Constable Zungu who had personal knowledge about people who killed the deceased.
My lord, I'm shocked because any police officer...
Please, my lord. Really, counsel should maybe consult the report. That is not the evidence of Constable Zungu. Maybe if she refers to the relevant portion, the witness now is going to answer on a wrong proposition that is being put to him.
Thank you. My lord, that's the evidence that is on the 7th of September 2023.
Whose evidence is that?
It's evidence of Constable Zungu.
What are you saying he said?
My lord, I am saying, my lord, Constable Zungu testified in this court.
Yes.
And said he has personal knowledge about the people who killed the deceased in this matter.
Okay.
He was with them on the date of the incident at Basutu Hostel. And he witnessed accused number 5, who was driving a silver sorry, my lord, a grey polo hatchback.
Akusho advocate-ke ku-general ukuthi-ke kunobufakazi phambi kwenkantolo bangeyi-7 zikaSeptemba 2023 lapho-na-ke iphoyisa-ke uConstable Zungu athi yena-ke unolwazi-ke ukuthi abantu aye ndawonye nabo ngazo i-26 zika-October 2014 eBasuku Hostel yibona-ke ababandakanyekayo kulesigameko lesi waqhubeka-ke futhi washo ukuthi-ke umsolo wesihlanu wayeshayela imoto egrey ekuyipolo i-hatchback ubufakazi lobo obuphambi kwale nkantolo.
And he further testified the role played by each of the accused at the time when he was with them at the hostel when the deceased was shot.
Washo-ke nokuthi-ke umsolwa ngamunye yini ayenza ngalelo langa lelo ngesikhathi ababesehosteli umufi edutshulwa.
I understand, my lord.
We're not going to keep on making objections. That is not the evidence of Constable Zungu. If counsel, as we've suggested, as other counsel have been doing, to have the record handy and to refer to those specific paragraphs, my lord, so that we don't keep on making objections.
Shushisi ukuthi-ke akushoyo-ke umele angakusho-ke okungakazi kushiwo-ke Constable Zungu ukuthi-ke enze nanjengabanye abameli ukuthi-ke irekhodi libe khona asho ukuthi endaweni thizeni kupage thizeni uZungu washo lokho.
My lord, I'll stick by my submissions that is the evidence that is contained on the record of the 7th of September 2023 unless the question is not allowed by the court.
Yes, General.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. I'm shocked, my lord, because if that information was in the possession of a police officer, he should have approached the nearest station, whether Foslo Rise or any other place, or even me at the cluster, so that we can assist the province. But when he arrived at the province, the team which I found there, I found that they've arrested a wrong person.
Uyashaqisa-ke noma kuyashaqisa-ke mina lokho ukuthi-ke iphoyisa-ke lalinolwazi-ke phecelezi information ekanjalo kaze ayeke ku-police station eseduzane noma i-Vosloorus noma yiphi police station noma aze kumina-ke ngoba-ke imangi yakhe mina-ke eprovince ngathola-ke ithimba ukuthi labopha umuntu ekungasi yena.
And they never told me about any information from any police officer whatsoever.
Abakaze bangitshele lutho ukuthi-ke kunephoyisa elinolwazi elinalo noma hleli-ke nolwazi.
If they had that information or they give me that information, I should have tasked the people properly, and this case could have been solved long time ago.
Ukuthi uma ngabe-ke ngangitsheliwe-ke lokho ngabe ngahlanganisa-ke ithimba ngabe icala leli kade laxazululwa.
Okay.
What you just watched wasn't a cross-examination. It was a public execution of the state's credibility. Baloyi came in swinging character assassination like it was a legal argument. But the only thing getting assassinated in that courtroom was the prosecution's dignity. The record didn't lie. The record didn't stutter. The record didn't need permission. It simply stood up, cleared its throat and said, "Actually, Zungu said exactly that." And the moment Mishalolo pressed the general, oh, that was the kill shot. General Leshabane didn't wobble. He didn't blink. He didn't try to rescue the state's collapsing fairy tale. He rejected Zungu's Basutu hostile fantasy with the confidence of a man who refuses to babysit lies. You could feel the oxygen leave the prosecution's table. You could practically hear the seasoned prosecutor's soul pack its bags and head for the exit. And Baloyi, still standing there, clutching his objection like a life jacket on the Titanic. Meanwhile, the judge sits there like he's watching a soap opera he secretly enjoys, refusing to end this circus because the drama is just too delicious. This case isn't limping. It's not struggling. It's face down on the floor, while Mishalolo steps over it to get to her next point. And since the state insists on digging this grave deeper, Mishalolo didn't stop. Let's continue listening on.
Okay, let's proceed with paragraph 3, my lord, of the statement. It's important to mention that while I was involved in the investigation of Senzo Meyiwa with my team, we were of the view, indeed, of two people came into the house and one of them shot, killed Senzo Meyiwa. There was also a second view that suggested that the deceased was shot by the witness or one of the people who were inside the house, and that no one came into the house to rob them. Myself and my team did not agree with the second view, as it was clear based on the investigation that at least two people came into the house. This was supported by eyewitnesses who saw the suspects running away from Kumalus.
Yes, my lord.
Ku semqoka ke ukusho ukuthi ngesikhathi ke sisaqhubeka noma ngisalenza uphenyo ke kuba Senzo Meyiwa kanye nethimba lami thina ke sasinovo ukuthi ke ngempela kwakunabantu ababili abangena endlini nokuthi ke omunye wabo wabulala uSenzo Meyiwa. Lwalukhona ke uvo lwesibili olwaluthi umufi wadutshulwa ofakazi noma omunye wabantu ababephakathi endlini nokuthi ke abekho abantu abangena bezoba bamba inkunzi. Mina ke kanye nelami ithimba sasingavumelani novo lwesibili ngoba kwakucacileke ukuthi kulona uphenyo ukuthi ke babe khona abantu ababili abangena endlini. Lokho ke futhi ke kwakufakazelwa nangofakazi abababona abasolwa bebaleka noma ke begijima besuka khona kwaKhumalo. Yebo ngosenkantolo.
From where did you get the information that you gave in this paragraph 3?
My lord, remember I was having a team at the province, and it's the team which I dispatched there. Remember, I was now sending them for the second time because they were there many times. May, when I was there, I sent them a second time without reading the time when I was not there.
Okay.
I sent them twice to go and verify the truth.
Manje ke lokhu okubhalwe lana ke wakuthola kuphi general? Uzokhumbula ukuthi kunethimba engalithumela lapha yana ngalithumela ke amahlandla amabili ukuthi ke bayoqinisekisa noma bayothola ke iqiniso.
So you had the personal information regarding this information that is contained in paragraph 3?
Yes, it is personal information because I was leading the team.
Okusho ukuthi ke manje ke lokhu ke into owawuyazi lena ebhaliwe lapha paragraph 3. Yebo ngoba ke ngangihola i-team.
Paragraph 4. While I was performing my duties as cluster commander, I did not participate in any interactions of the Senzo case. Investigations of the Senzo case. Around 2019. I was then approached by Constable Zongo. The constable told me that he has information about the suspects that entered the Khumalo house and shot Senzo Meyiwa. He mentioned Moses Biya and Tanzi from Rustenburg. He further mentioned a Kwabini who knew more and had deep knowledge about this case. He further told me that Tanzi's name is Mafiga. I was further told about Constable Zongo that Kwabini spoke to the suspect after they shot Senzo Meyiwa. I was also told by Zongo that the suspect may be suspected that he may spill the beans against them because they know that he knows about their involvement. He further told me that these three people he mentioned to me are his relatives. Therefore, he does not have any reason to lie about them.
Yes, my lord. I must further say that, my lord, since I left Province Act 2015 until 2019, before I can meet Zungu, I never got any information whatsoever regarding the information of the day when now Sendo was murdered.
Angikusho ke lokho ukuthi ngaphambi kokuthi ngifundeke lana ufunda advocate ukuthi ke angikusho ke lokho ukuthi ke ukusukela ke ngo2015 kwaze kwaba u2019 ngesikhathi ke sengingasasebenzi ke kuyona ke iprovince ukuthi ngaphambi kokuthi ngihlangane naye ke uZungu akukho nje okunye engakuthola noma ongakuzwa ke mayelana ke naso sigameko lesi esasihlangene nokudutshulwa kwakhe uSenzo ufundeka ngalendlela ke uparagraph 4 ngathi ke ngisasebenza ke engenza umsebenzi wami njenge cluster commander akukho ke la engaba ingxenye khona ke kuphenyo olwanziwa kwicala lika Senzo ngo2019 kweza kumina ke uConstable Zungu uConstable wangitshela ke ukuthi ke wayenolwazi ke mayelana nabasolwa abangena kwaKhumalo base bathi kamuva ke badubula uSenzo Meyiwa washo ke igama lika Moses Sibiya kanye noNtanzi obuya eRustenburg washo futhi ke wabesesho futhi ke negama lika Gwabeni owaye nolwazi kabanzi ke noma ke enolwazi olujulile mayelana ke nalo icala leli waqhubeka ke wangitshela ukuthi ke igama lika Ntanzi umafika ngaphinde futhi ngatshelwa uyena uConstable Zungu ukuthi ke uGwabeni wakhuluma ke nabo abasolwa emuva kokuthi uSenzo wadutshulwa ngaphinde ngatshelwa futhi ke uZungu ukuthi ke bona ke abasolwa laba babe ngacabangela ke noma babe neinsolo ke ukuthi yena angathi ahambe ke ayokhuluma emaphoyiseni noma ke ayobatshela ke amaphoyisa ngabo ngoba babekwazi ukuthi yena ke unolwazi ngokubandakanyeka kwabo waqhubeka ke futhi wangitshela ukuthi labantu abathathu abashilo ukuthi ke bayihlobo zakhe ngakho ke akanaso isizathu sokuthi angabaqambela amanga.
My lord, on this first information I wrote here, I believe totally, and I was very proud and say, you Zungu, when did you get this information?
Futhi ke ngosenkantolo lokho ngikubhalile lapha ke ngangikholwa futhi ke ngigaja ke ngaye ke uZungu ngisho noma ngimbuza ukuthi Zungu lolwazi lolu walithola kuphi.
He said, General Lishaban, I was afraid my relatives are very, very dangerous. They can kill me.
Wasethi kumina ke General bengiumuntu osabayo ihlobo zami ke abantu ke aba nobungozi kakhulu bangangibulala.
Okay. General, when Constable Zungu informed you that when he mentioned that it was Moses Sibiya and Ntanzi from Rustenburg, did he mention to you that he was with them at Basuto Hostel when the deceased was shot?
My lord, that aspect, Zungu never told me that he was with, they were at Rustenburg.
No, that he was with Sibiya, Moses Sibiya and Ntanzi at Basuto Hostel.
No, he told me to say, General Lishaban, if I was there, I was going to tell you, I know that you are very strict. I'm not going to lie. The only person who knows about this is Gwabini.
Uma ngabe ke uZungu ekutshela ke ngamagama lana amabili ke uMoses Sibiya kanye noNtanzi waseRustenburg. Rustenburg wakutshela yini ke ukuthi wayendawonye nabo eBasuthu Hostel eFosloras. Cha, lokho akaze angitsheleke washo yena ke kumina wathi uma kuukuthi ngangilapho General ngangizokutshela ke lokho ngoba ke ngiyakwazi ke wena ke ukuthi ke umuntu ke ostrict umuntu ke owaziyo noma onolwazi ke lwalokhu uGwabini.
Is where I said to him, why did you approach me? Because I'm in the cluster. I am not working with this case.
Ngase ngimbuza ukuthi kungani ke manje wena usuza kumina ngoba mina ke manje ngikwi-cluster angiyona-ke ingxenye yalo icala leli noma angikho kulona icala leli.
He said to me, you know what, I was sent by a senior officer, and I will not tell you the name because they are saying you are the only one who can take this information forward.
Wabesethi kumina-ke ngithunyelwe-ke iphoyisa-ke elisesikhundleni esiphezulu-ke angeke ngilisho igama lephoyisa lelo basho-ke kumina noma lasho kumina-ke ukuthi wena kuphela-ke ongalithatha leli cala leli uqhubekise phambili.
I said, give me the details of Gwabini so that I can personally talk to Gwabini to get the first-hand information.
Ngase ngithi-ke kunikeze imininingwane yakhe uGwabeni ngizokwazi-ke mina ukuthi ngiye kuyena uGwabeni-ke ngiyitholele mina-ke imininingwane noma-ke ulwazi lolo.
He said, General Shabane, you want me to be dead?
Wasethi kumina-ke General Shabane ufuna ngife?
I said, no.
Ngathi cha.
And then he said, you never give me, and he begged me that to say, even if I can die, but this Gwabini will not cooperate.
Wabe esethi-ke kumina angeke anginikeze noma-ke angafa-ke kodwa uGwabeni lona angeke-ke ukuthi-ke asebenzisane-ke noma-ke avumelane-ke.
And then I said, okay, fine. Just please, I don't. You said you mustn't, right? You said the statement you could not write, but just draft me a sketch so that I can know where to start. It's where now I showed you the court the sketch where he wrote the name of Ntanzi and Moses.
La khona-ke esithi angeke asenze istatement ngathi kulungeleke uthi angeke usenze istatement kodwa ngiyacela nje ungidwebeleke phecelezi isketch ilesi-ke bengisitshengisa-ke inkantolo lapha lakhona-ke igama likaMuzi igama likaNtanzi.
My Lord, because I know that two persons got into that house.
Nkosi enkantolo ngoba ngangazi ukuthi-ke kunabantu ababili abangena kuloya muzi.
I believed him.
Ngamkholwa.
And just like that, the courtroom turned into a demolition site. The general didn't testify. He detonated. He trusted Zungu once, thought the man was bringing a breakthrough. Turns out, the only thing Zungu broke was reality. The state's key witness fabricated evidence so badly, even fiction writers are filing plagiarism claims. The general says Zungu was never at Basutu hostel with the accused. Translation: the prosecution's star witness was orbiting Mars while the case was happening on Earth. And yet, Baloyi still clings to the wreckage like a man arguing with gravity. This isn't cross-examination anymore, it's cross-extinction. The record didn't just speak, it screamed. The truth didn't just surface, it kicked down the door. So go ahead, share this meltdown, comment your verdict, and let the world know what justice looks like when the lies finally catch fire. Thank you for watching, truly. Your time, your comments, your energy, it all keeps this courtroom blazing. I appreciate you more than you know. I'll see you in the next upload. I'm Skybridge. Goodbye.